Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV on the PC. Last time we got back to Gurabanya, boring as it is. And we helped already liberate this bridge using some clever tactics, even though I probably could have laid waste to the whole thing single-handedly. But alright. Rising fortunes, rising spirits. I know you're not one for waiting, but if you'll bear with us. Commander Kemp, Marshal Tarupin reports that their sweep of the Castellum's interior has been completed. So it's finally over, eh? Pray extend to him my deepest thanks. It's official then. Castellum Veladina is well, and you're truly ours. Mayhap this calls for... Wait, where's Manago? She took her bird and flew off towards the Peering Stones, the village of the M tribe. The M tribe, where she was born. I doubt that the Imperials who fled Veladina had a mind to give them trouble on their way back east, but she was nevertheless worried, so I gave her leave to go and see that her people were safe. Though I pray you are right, 'twould be best if Manago were not alone if she should encounter the enemy. Agreed. Let's all go to the Peering Stones and make sure that everything is all right. If that is your wish, then I've no objection. Just let the guard know when you wish to cross. Alright. Yes, I wish to pass. Get out of my way. Still no mount speed increase, of course. I mean, I guess. We haven't spent that much time here. Although we spent like 8 years in Rhalgr's Reach, it felt. Oh, God. The path to the village is through a tunnel just east of here. Follow me. Okay, so why did they walk to the northwest? Because the tunnel is... okay, I don't know if I would describe this as a tunnel to the east if I was giving directions. Make way, make way. Fat chocobo coming through in all his majestic glory. Let's grab that aetheryte right away.
Ah, you've come. Welcome, friends, to my village. My home.
How fare your people?
Good, all things considered. Better than the Ananta at any rate. They've sent an emissary. I'll take you to her.
We're here to help. Will you tell us what happened?
Aye. It began with a quarrel between the Imperials and the Kaliana. The Kaliana are another Ananta tribe. The strongest and the most influential. Unlike the Vera, they want no part of our troubles. They swore fealty to the Empire, and were content to remain within their borders.
Just so. The Kaliana forsook their pride in the fight and yielded to Garlemald long ago. But then a new commander was sent to hold the Black Bridge. She demanded the Kaliana surrender a hostage, this butcher.
Fordola. It doesn't make sense, though. The Vera are the ones working with the Resistance. Why would she threaten the Kaliana?
Because she is ignorant like all Imperials. She knows not the difference between Kaliana and Vera, nor does she care to learn.
I see. All Fordola knew for sure was that the resistance would come from the west. She reasoned, therefore, that if the Ananta on the east bank turned their coats, she would be trapped. I take it the Kaliana had no choice but to oblige her.
No, they did not. The Imperials left with the Kaliana broodmother's own daughter, Anamika. Long days and nights she looked out on the Black Bridge weeping for her child. Until you came. The broodmother knew at once which way the winds would blow. She and her warriors met with the fleeing Imperials in the road and demanded that her daughter be returned.
Bad idea. Fordola's not the kind to take threats lying down.
You know her well. The butcher turned her blade to Anamika and bade the Kaliana move aside. But the broodmother would not yield.
I know where this is going.
The Kaliana surrounded the Imperials, one of whom, whether out of fear or stupidity, cut the child down. There was naught that could be done.
What madness.
The true madness was yet to come. For in her despair, the Kaliana broodmother cried out for her daughter to be restored to life. She beseeched Sri Lakshmi's intercession.
She summoned a primal then and there?
That she did, if only for an instant. Bereft of courage and honor, the broodmother sought solace in her faith. The Imperials fled in terror at the sight of the goddess, abandoning these lands to the Ananta. Now the Kaliana bid us make pilgrimage to pay proper respects. Yet though we Vera revere Sri Lakshmi as the holiest of the holy, we will not prostrate ourselves before her.
And so you turn to us.
Aye. All who have fought with the resistance have heard tell of the warrior, the icon slayer.
I believe we have heard enough. Inconvenient though the timing may be, if a primal has indeed been summoned, we can scarce afford to ignore it. We must needs discuss how best to resolve this situation.
Well, there's our answer for what we're facing in a trial. The lure of the dream. At the risk of sounding hopelessly naive, there may yet be a way to avoid a violent confrontation. In the past, I fear I have been rather too willing to accept that we have no other recourse than to risk our lives, or rather your life, to address these threats. Yet the primals we have faced thus far have demonstrated a variety of temperaments and objectives. Ravana may delight in battle, but Ramu would sooner keep to the forest with his children. Ere we decide to challenge Sri Lakshmi, it would seem wise to learn more of her nature from those who summoned her unto this world. That is your will, then so be it. To the north will you find our village. Sarisha shall unfold all. We shall leave at once. Manago, can you inform our comrades at the bridge of what happened? Of course. Be safe, my friends. Dude, you know we're gonna fucking kill this thing. I'm gonna go in there with a bunch of buddies, and we're just gonna butcher it. We will butcher this god. That's what I do. That is what I do. Especially a weird snake god. Look at this. Freaks me out, man. Dark Souls, you'd be killing these things on sight. Oh, you'd be wiping out this whole village, man. You wouldn't stand for it. We do not often receive guests. What is the purpose of your visit? Greetings and well met. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We come seeking Sarisha of the Vira. You are she, are you not? You have petitioned us for aid and succor, and we intend to provide them. But we would first learn more of Sri Lakshmi, that we might better understand the nature of the threat she poses to you. A simple request, and one which I shall gladly oblige. In the beginning was Sri Lakshmi. We were created in her image, daughters blessed with beauty. Her breath became ours, her serenity our solace. There is naught she would not give. 'Twas the Kailana broodmother's desire to bring about her daughter's resurrection which first called forth Sri Lakshmi from the ether. That being the case, I rather doubt the goddess will be spoiling for a fight. That would depend. The primal's motives will have been colored by the summoner's state of mind, namely that of a grieving mother who had just borne witness to her daughter's murder. Though she apparently craved a miracle, she may also have harbored thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, the Kailana's conception of Sri Lakshmi may differ from that of the Vira. This is true. The Vira and the Kailana do indeed regard the Lady of Bliss in different ways. To the Vira, Sri Lakshmi embodies freedom. She would not suffer her daughters to be bound to another's will, and so we stand with the resistance against the future empire, and give our lives for the cause. To the Kailana, however, she embodies transcendental beauty, which they strive to create through their craft. To shape crystal is less art and more ritual, a sacred duty wherein each tribute is imbued with a fragment of the soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, and so the Kailana were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserted itself and they summoned a primal, a fever dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they can see that it won't do any good. The Imperials will still rule these lands. Nothing will change. The Ananta will. The Kailana bade the Vira make pilgrimage to pay proper respects, remember? Those who do not wish to partake of their primal's bliss will be made to do so. Not while we're around, they won't. Though our beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the Kayana. Will you help them to see reason? Maybe even if I don't know. You can count on us. Then we shall, for without we may be powerless to stop them. If we do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. Then it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sister Vajra will guide you to John Cott, and I shall pray for your success. Well met, scions. I am Vajra, she who shines bright and unbroken. I stand ready. We leave upon your command. Good, good, good. Okay. Lady of Bliss. You are ready. You look ready. John and Kot. There you find the Kailana's crystals and Sri Lakshmi. Follow me. Yes, 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 yes. And I hope that I figure out how to get there. That's looking not good. Shit. Not really clear. I guess I should have tried that first. Slow mount speed. I will enjoy when I am 80 and everywhere is fast and good. By that point, it won't matter quite as much, but I'll take what I can get. Oh my god. John and Kot, the path leads to an entrance above. Within is an aetherite. You must use it to enter. Understood. With me, everyone. That is just a big elephant. That's a sacred Marid. And of course all the Kailana want me fucking dead. Alright, that wasn't too bad.
Why, mistress? Why does my Anamika slumber still?
Look thee on her face, supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast.
But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She is silent and empty.
Only the vessel may be remade, not so the flame which flickered within. Her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
Now do you see her promises for what they are?
Alisaie, have you gone mad?
Mayhap I have, but I refuse to stand by and watch yet another tragedy unfold.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood!
No! We come not to shed blood, but to save you from the false god who would lead you astray. I understand how you feel. I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well. But I also know where this path leads. To embrace a primal is to condemn yourself to an endless cycle of despair. You will never know peace.
A worm-eaten heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This hath ever been my promise. Naught else.
You tempt them with visions of things that can never be and leave them bereft and wanting. No illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
For every prayer that primal answers, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you just listen!
Poor misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens.
Holy shit!
Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
I wonder if we're gonna leave. I know. It was stupid and foolish, but I had to try, Mangg. I had to. I had to try, and I failed. So you have to fight. There's no other way. I'll wake them from the dream. Thank you, Mangg. I know you will. We can but do that which is within our power. Lise, Alphino, and I will go and seize their crystal stores. This will not happen again. And you, when it is finished, we will be waiting for you. Emanation. Alright. So I read about the fight. Basically, it's pretty straightforward, except it's kind of chaotic, and there's one special mechanic. You basically have to, like, push a button at the right time, otherwise you die. So that'll be something. 20 minutes? What the fuck? That can't be accurate. I'm a healer, yep. Emanation, yeah. It's required for the main story. It's not like some weird optional one. 20 minutes. I've never seen that shit. I mean, it is like Labor Day, I guess, and they are going to do maintenance soon, so maybe people are just logging off and I don't know, watching TV. I don't know what people do. Well, I mean, we'll get a group. So I'll just pause for however long it takes. We got to do this. Oh,
Slashing.
God. All right. Watching shit. It did take 20 minutes. Yeah, that's a first, definitely. We of course got in. There's no concerns about that, but all right. So, like I said, there's a special mechanic with this Vril.
Requires defilers.
Basically,
Open your hearts to me.
we have to kill these dreamers first. And then once we start fighting her, she'll like teleport to the side or something, or to a platform, and then she'll do an attack. And if you don't use this Vril ability, you die. That's pretty much it. Okay, I don't know if that's the ability or not. It lasts for like a minute, so maybe I shouldn't have used it. In this normal mode, she only does this attack, this insta-kill attack once. Whereas, I guess in harder modes, she can do multiple stuff, and you have to, like, replenish the shit. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing with this. Okay. Yeah, so I've lost my Vril, but we can just walk into this to get more.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
Okay, I think we want to use it again. Now she's gonna do the big one. Look at this. Wow. Okay.
I shall free you from your hate.
So yeah, that's it for the Vril mechanic, I guess, in this mode. Wow. Okay. I didn't read about that.
Surrender to bliss.
Maybe I needed the Vril again. Maybe the wiki was wrong. I can only go off of what the wiki says,
Do not
man.
your souls weigh heavy?
Shit, we need to stack up on me. I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm gonna take some more Vril. And I'll use that Vril.
Your souls are
Okay, yeah. Alright, so there's a lot of, yeah, AoE stuff going on simultaneously. Okay. This person is not taking my res.
I shall free you from your hate.
She has an ability named Chancla. I don't know how I should feel about that. Jesus. Okay. Take another Vril. Use the Vril. There we go. No problem. Well, now I understand. Oh shit, oh shit. Light speed.
Surrender to bliss.
DPS,
Your
DPS.
souls are stained.
I know my soul's stained. I don't need a video game to remind me. We got it. triple limit break. Done. Yeah. Alright, that's decent. Not as good as Susano or whatever, but that's a high bar.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help. So, it looks like the Ananta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope, our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up. Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Sorry, I killed your god. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. Oh, more Xenos.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
Ooh.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
Fedola Rem Lupus. Commander of the Cranial Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble so? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord. I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
Oh boy. I wish we could have left on better terms, but that was never going to happen. It could be a problem if they get their hands on any more crystals, though. Never mind. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Of course we will. Oh, Mount Speed increase! Silence of the gods. You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word of them to them of Sri Lakshmi's passing. Come, friends, to Vira Nila. Yes, to Vira Nila. Oh, that fast Mount Speed. That fat chocobo can really move. Oh, is this faster? Oh, I think this is faster. Nice, nice, fat chocobo. Ah, the winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our Kailana sisters in her thrall. For this we thank you. Mangg did the deed. We were but witnesses to his heroism. However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there is no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech their gods for salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can be done to stop them. We ignore our sister's plight at our peril. This we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path so that the day you speak of never comes. We're all in this together, Alamegans and Ananta. We understand that. Hopefully in time they will too. You and yours will ever be friends of the Vera. On that you have my word. We should be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sarisha, for everything. Peering Stones, let's go. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Tarapin came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sri Lakshmi's gone. But I should probably start at the beginning. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been in there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You've saved a lot of lives, Mangg. Take pride in that. It must be said that this is something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Kailana's supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future, and ambient ether levels closely observed. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vera on how best to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters, then. What news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Veladina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it is time to advance east. Finally. He was also most emphatic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. We may not be as strong or as quick as him, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. Aye, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Minago. You've been away from your family too long. Don't deny it. As you say, sir. As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. Looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a lot of proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of the Veladina. Honored guests, I pray you partake of our humble offerings as we give thanks for your many valiant deeds. That's super low res chicken. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, come, eat your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There is more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. Our mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't have let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius, of course Father and Ida had to fight. I would have too if I'd been older, but they didn't have to die. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts, and they treat us like them. They push and they push and they... until someone pushes back. Until someone takes up arms or summons a god. A false god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die and nothing gets better and it just goes on and on and on? You'd have to ask them. I don't think the gods listen to people like me. Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. Who knows what the answers are, or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Mangg. There is something to be said for a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. I got a serving of shore log. Heavily spiced zo meat, charred to perfection over an open flame. Common fare amongst the nomadic steppe tribe. Alright, sure. The first of many. I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There is a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. I mean, I got fast mount speed. There ain't nothing we can't do. Yeah, I realized by falling right onto an enemy, it's a pretty easy way to die. Scions, pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alighieri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh?
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Alright. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those 3 towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Veladina was so important, eh? Right then. Come along, they're waiting for us in Alighieri. Oh no, slow mount speed. How dare you? It's enough to make a man fall asleep. And look at all this beautiful brown rock. Isn't this just great? Oh, it's just so pretty and vibrant and lush. Oh my gosh. They really just, they set a new standard with this expansion in the visual department. I can't believe, I don't know how they're going to top this. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you've been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you are ready. Strong and unified. Well, you heard the flame, General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. But first, Aetheryte. Alright, talk to me. That everyone? Then let us begin. Alighieri is ours, and for a mercy we took it without losing a single man, but we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperials' motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Albania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I have no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault, then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve at Alighieri to deal with any Imperial forces that may just be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you in the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Mangg after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. Don't do anything too reckless, alright? I won't. I promise. I'll do what Conrad says. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alizé can stay with Mangg. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. That was some bombastic music. Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility. Ryle.
Oh, my head.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Garleans are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alighieri was recently occupied by the Resistance. and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Found you.
So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. Hell's open. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arenvald's squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Yeah, I'm running this video a bit longer because I believe there's maintenance in like half an hour, so I don't have time to record another video. And we got to just keep on rolling, baby. Look at the myriad of colors across my display. I'm really using like every color available to the modern computer system. Easy. Lead on, fat cat. Imperial Slasher. Dead. Give me a moment, Mangg. Say that again if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Arenvald. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Mangg? Any trouble? Yeah. And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specular Imperatoris is going well. Oh, whoops. Okay, I guess it's an upgrade. Oh my god.
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Zenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now. Give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Hansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Castrum Albania. But that was an Imperial installation, and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. Alright, one more. This way, there's no time to lose. I mean, there was supposed to be maintenance tonight. I haven't seen like any notifications about it in the chat log, so maybe, I don't know, maybe something happened or I'm mistaken. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother. Right now. Locks on the massive gate appear to have been disabled. You need only prise them open to pass through. Yes, that's what we want to do. Glad you're here, Mangg. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us, on Specula Imperatoris. I didn't think they had it in them, to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. Where's my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and many remain unaccounted for. Alizé, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families, just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north. You take the east. I'm on it. I am a healer. Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. Good, you better. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There. Alighieri's not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. Ooh, this one's a little struggle. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you. Mangg, Ward of House Forton. We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my life back then, and now. I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times thank you. Conrad? Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there. Uh-oh, Conrad is a dead man.
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castrum, Albania,
Next round, double the charge.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
God damn!
That's the cerulean pipeline!
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon! The savages are coming!
Crazy shit, man. Could have killed him. We could have walked away. But instead, we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. The gods as my witness, there will be a reckoning. Oh, 69. Alright. I'm going to leave it off here. Yeah, like I said, we're sort of in the home stretch here. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes, of course, but it's possible we could do a dungeon next time. It's possible. But alrighty, my name is Mangg. Game you're watching has been Final Fantasy XIV. See you fine folks in the next part.